Senator, this may be one of the scenarios that most uniquely qualifies me to take command at the FBI. Having been the victim of government overreach and a weaponized system of justice and law enforcement, I know what it feels like to have the full weight of the United States government barreling down on you. And as the Biden Inspector General determined, those activities by the FBI and DOJ were wholly improper and not predicated upon law and facts. I will ensure, if confirmed, that no American is subjected to that kind of torment, to that kind of cost, financially and personally. And most importantly, I will make sure that no American is subjected to death threats like I was, and subjected to moving their residences like I was, because of government overreach, because of leaks of information about my personal status. If confirmed as FBI director, Mr. Chairman, you have my commitment that no one in this country will feel that pain.
Was President Donald Trump wrong to give blanket clemency to the January 6 defendants?
What's something people don't know about Kash Patel's view on January 6th? He's fiercely against pardoning those who attacked law enforcement. Kash Patel firmly acknowledges the legitimacy of the presidential pardon power. However, he strongly opposes its use for individuals who committed violence against law enforcement during the January 6th events. In his recent FBI director confirmation hearing, Patel clearly stated, "I do not agree with the commutation of any sentence of any individual who committed violence against law enforcement."
Thank you, Ranking Member. A couple of things on that. One, the power of the presidential pardon is just that, the president.
Well, I concede he has the authority. I'm asking, was he wrong to do it?
And as we discussed in our private meeting, Senator, I have always rejected any violence against law enforcement, and I have, including in that group, is specifically addressed any violence against law enforcement on January 6th, and I do not agree with the commutation of any sentence of any individual who committed violence against law enforcement.
This is why you need to hear Kash Patel's epic takedown of Schiff and the Democrats. Kash Patel's been through the ringer government overreach, threats, financial ruin, and forced relocation. He's vowed to ensure no American endures what he did if he becomes FBI director. Now some claim he's out for revenge, but Patel's all about justice. Break the law, face the consequences, whether you're George Soros or just an average Joe.
So do you think that America is safer because the 1,600 people have been given an opportunity to come out of serving their sentences and live in our communities again?
Senator, I have not looked at all 1,600 individual cases. I have always advocated for imprisoning those that cause harm to our law enforcement and civilian communities. I also believe America is not safer because President Biden's commutation of a man who murdered 2 FBI agents, Agent Kohler's and Williams' family, deserve better than to have the man that point blank range fired a shotgun into their heads and murdered them released from prison. So it goes both
Trump
ways.
Recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Then we went to a studio and recorded it, mastered it, digitized it, and put it out as a song now releasing exclusively on the War Room. We. If you had nothing to do with it, Mr. Patel, why did you tell Steve Bannon and all his listeners that you did?
That's why it says we, as you highlighted.
Yeah, and you're part of the we, right? When you say we, that includes you, doesn't it, Mr. Patel?
Not in every instance.
Well, that's new. So when you said we...
He consistently rejects violence, emphasizing that those who harmed law enforcement or civilian communities should be imprisoned. Though he hasn't reviewed all 1,600 individual cases, Patel's stance on violence-related pardons underscores a division within the Republican Party. His position aligns with other prominent figures who condemn the pardons of violent rioters, distinguishing Patel's financial support for nonviolent defendants. Kash Patel's views reflect a nuanced approach to justice and accountability.